I'm going to show you guys the best texting agent to book appointments for your business. And you can set it up as it says in under 60 seconds. So we're going to click here and we're going to go through this process together. And I might splice this up to make it quicker. But let's say for my business, right? Okay, start with your business name. CNC Strategic. And this gives you a 14-day trial to plug it into your Go High Level CRM. Strategic Consulting. All right, we do. Okay, so it's actually grabbing insights from my website. Tell me about your services in detail. We said. Okay, books appointments. Have a book on. I'll have a book on this first calendar. Turn off AI completely after booking. Okay, so I'm going to pause this now. So what's really awesome is that it already ended up building the entire AI agent for me. So strategy name, we can change that. There's going to be some integrations on Go High Level with the workflow to get it set up. And we can change company information. It took my FAQs, took the calendar, okay, and then it created a prompt for me, which was pretty cool. So we're going to view the AI agent now. And there's a few things you guys want to be aware of, which is the conversations or the conversation. So this is where you're going to be adding the qualification questions as to what it's going to be going through as it's texting. So a lead comes in, they get a text out immediately, right? The number one automation every business needs is an instantaneous touch of communication, speed to lead. And this AppointWise bot is going to achieve exactly that. You could do other workflows in Go High Level, just a simple text, contact name and whatever, but this is interactive. So you don't have to go back and forth with your prospect. So I'm going to go ahead and just take a look at what's going on here. So it has follow-ups as well. That has frequency settings, configurations. You can add. So everything is set up here. You can put points that disqualify a lead for you. And this is where you can add company information. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my documents and I'm going to put together a streamlined company description that this bot has. So it knows a little bit more about my company. And then this is where it gets in the custom workflows and stuff like that. We're not going to focus on that. We're going to focus on the tag and we're just going to call it HQ for high quality leads. And we're going to call this, we'll leave it there like that for now. And this prompt we're going to have to work on because I use something called, and I'm going to pull up my cheat sheet. You guys can see here, I use something called markdown formatting, which is a priority system for the actual AI bot to recognize. And also for you to go through and understand how to, this is obviously organized, but you can organize it even better with the markdown formatting. So I'm going to do a quick run through with this and create a better prompt for myself. The cool part is I already have other scripts or other prompts that I've built before. So I'm just going to feed it through ChatGPT. In this folder, it already has a lot of information about my company. So I'm just having it restructure it. And I always ask it to put it in a, how did I put it here? Copy paste code block, because that's the best way to just copy everything here. So I'm going to let this finish. All right. And the reason I mentioned that I had other prompts is because I actually just feed it through ChatGPT and have it say, hey, based off of my company's information, can you just redo this prompt for me? Okay. So look how much clearer it is. This emphasizes things. This is a main header. This is like a second header, and then 3 of them as a third header. It's a lot easier to go through this and then adjust it as you need. So let's now save this prompt. Okay, and actually, let's come back here. So we're going to have it as a friendly, confident assistant to book my appointments. Limited to 120 characters. We're not going to have any disqualification factors here. And we're going to save the prompt. Okay, now we're going to just make sure everything looks good here. Tone, adjustments, response delay. I'm going to put a 15-second response delay. More human. Objection handling. Buy or die. We're going to do the persuader qualification priority. We'll leave that. Creativity, that's fine. And now we're going to go over into the conversation section. I'd like to segue into the company information aspect of things, because if we go to the knowledge base, right, there's no FAQs here right now, but if we come into what I did over here, I dictated and I plugged in some other information that I knew about. Obviously, I know about my company, but I dictate to it, it built it out for me. And then all I have to do is come in here, open it up, paste it, and then we're going to add some FAQs as well in 1 second. Okay, and I was taking my time here because I went through my current FAQs and I updated the knowledge base based off of what I did with ChatGPT. And then I updated every single one here to a custom field. So now we're just going to simply exit this one. We're going to save it. Okay. And once we're done setting up the actual bot itself, we're going to come here to the get started, integrate with Go High Level, copy snapshot link, paste it, and it's going to open up your Go High Level. We're going to click yes, we want to import. Okay. And you may not know how to get here, but there's tutorials here. You just go to Snapchat, go to your sub accounts, open, manage, and then you're going to import the one that is right here, as you can see from Pointwise. Okay. You want to push. Okay, we could just do that all. Fine. All right, once it's done importing, you'll see it right here in the AI agent, and we're going to come to trigger AI. And this is where you just copy the API key. We're going to open up the API key, edit that. We're just going to add the custom value. Second. Okay. That right there. Come here, take the client ID, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to edit this. We're going to add the client ID. Okay, we're going to let that load. We're going to click next, click connect to Go High Level. We're going to see all these details here, like the sub account. Okay, so now it's fully connected. And we've already went ahead and built the AI agent. So let's come back here to AI agent. Okay, cool. So the AI is set. Now I'm gonna take a final look, make sure we're not missing anything. Then we're gonna go and test it. I'm gonna show you how it works. For now, I'm just gonna change this tag to consulting, and we're gonna come into the trigger AI. We're gonna add a new trigger. Go off of tag. So contact tag is added. What is the tag added? Put consulting. Save the trigger. Just update that here. Consulting tag added. Okay, we're going to save that. And then I opened up the second one here. This is how it's all working. This is how it's sending information to and fro from a Pointwise. And that's the whole setup. I mean, we spent about a little under 9 minutes here, and now we're going to see how it actually works. This is the really, really fun part. All right, so I just filled out a form, and I want to show you how this looks now. 1 sec. So we should get a text any second from the AI agent. Let's see, it should say total leads here, should update. All right, so that just updated, and the text went out. Hey, Charlie, Autumn here with CNC Strategic Consulting. So I requested some information so you could read that. Now we're just going to have some fun. We're going to go back and forth with it. So let me open up my inbox here. Okay. Hey, I'm having a real hard time with my follow-ups. And my team isn't following my leads on. I'm going to purposely leave this on here, like going, so you guys can see the actual speed. We put a 15-second buffer. So we're going to kill about 15 seconds. We're going to come back here, and I'm going to show you guys how this is working right here, actually. So you'll see when it comes in. And this right here, that's just because of the new business I set up, the compliance. It's just like that. So eventually you can get rid of that. I don't recommend to do it, but you can. So connect to AI, trigger link, trigger AI. Okay, so my audio got cut off, but basically it responded in a very clean way. You're tracking leads in any kind of CRM right now. There's most of your follow-ups happening manually between your team and spreadsheets. So it gave a pretty solid response, and I responded manually. I hate it. We need help. Basically, it responded exactly the way that I would have liked it to, right? We fix it, clean systems, AI tech. I optimized my settings to make it more persuasive, actually, as well. but that'll be after the next conversation. But it also asks what's breaking the most, right? Is it speed to call on new leads, remembering follow ups, or tracking who's done what? And I'm just trying to keep it simple for the sake of this video. Everything's a mess. Who can I speak to about this? Totally got it. That's why people come to us. We can walk through your follow up. Okay, so now it's just asking about the time. Like, when can we actually book? So I responded a specific time. It gave me a few slots after it checked the calendar that I hooked up to the bot itself on AppointWise. And after I picked the time, it went ahead and auto booked it for me, which is great because I didn't need to go back and forth. And after I add my qualification points to the bot, it will not let them book if they don't qualify or hit my marks, maybe on a certain amount of monthly revenue that I'm looking for from a business in order to work with them. But now we're going to be looking at the actual appointment reminders from a separate workflow that's activated from the booked appointment. But now that appointment reminder, that's just an admin notification. It's just my phone number hooked up, and that I'm also using the test, so I sent it to both, right? The appointment reminders as well as that. But this is the appointment reminder, so I didn't have to chat with anybody. The appointment was booked. This is going to be the pre-call page that the prospect's going to get after they book the appointment. And this is for the first call. So they'll have to watch the pre-call video to get an idea of how the call is going to go. This is also a very awesome process. If you guys haven't seen some of my other content, this is definitely something you want to implement, a pre-call video, some appointment reminders. I really hope you guys got tremendous value out of this one. Very simple setup. Like this video if you've gotten value out of it. Subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this. And if you have any questions, just comment below. All right, have a great one, and I will see you on the next one.